Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. I have a special guest with me here today, Mati Greenspan of eToro. He is a senior market analyst there at eToro. And you may have seen Mati on some of TV shows such as Bloomberg and so forth, and of course, active on Twitter. So Mati, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here.
Mati, for those who may not know about eToro or even yourself, can you give us a background, your history, as well as eToro's history into cryptocurrency?
Yeah, definitely. So eToro has been involved in blockchain and blockchain technology from very early days. Our CEO and co-founder, Yoni Assia, was basically right there on the ground, helping the Bitcoin community get set up here in Tel Aviv, and he's the one who gave me my first Bitcoin back when it was below $30 per coin.
Oh man,
yeah, and we were one of the first financially regulated brokers to add Bitcoin as a CFD, and then about a year ago, we actually made the switch from CFDs to real crypto assets, where we're acting as a custodial service where we hold the crypto on behalf of our clients. And we're now setting up an array of different products, including a crypto wallet, which is now seeing a rollout among our customers, and a crypto exchange, which is labeled eToro X.
Wow, very cool. I did not know about all of that happening. I know I saw some ads from you guys, like the Hodor commercial, which is great. I love it. But it's great to hear that you're building out all those services. So just to confirm, I can buy, sell, trade, and of course store my crypto with eToro.
Right. So at the moment, for the general public, I would see it more as a trading platform. So it's not possible to deposit in cryptocurrency. So all deposits and withdrawals should be done in fiat, which is pretty easy to set up an account. You can do it just like if you come to eToro.com, you click the social connect button from Google Plus or Facebook, and you really don't even have to enter your details there. Then obviously, because we're a financially regulated broker, you do need to go through the regular verification process, which we make as easy as possible.
Right.
And for the moment, we're with the eToro wallet rollout, we're using a function that some customers are able to redeem the crypto into the wallet. So withdraw crypto to the wallet where they can easily spend and transact.
Oh, very cool. And just curious, so as that wallet becomes developed and things get rolled out, will folks be able to deposit and withdraw eventually? Is that the plan, or?
So the plan is actually a lot deeper than that. I mean, we're looking much further. We're looking at the tokenization of all financial assets across the board. So along our roadmap, definitely we're talking about, let's say, crypto Apple, for example, right, where you can buy Apple stock, which is verifiable on the blockchain, easily transactable. This is the long-term vision. This is what we've been gunning for actually since very early on. In 2012-13, we hired a young developer to help us with a protocol called collared coins. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's basically a way to track different Bitcoins. This was before all of the new cryptos, which was a way to basically mark a Bitcoin and separate it from other Bitcoins so that you could recognize it and turn it into a financial asset. That young developer's name was Vitalik Buterin, and he later on came to Yoni and said, Yoni, this is a great idea, but we need a new blockchain for this. We can't really do it on Bitcoin. And the rest is history.
Wow. Well, I did not know that. There's so much I'm getting out of this interview here, Mati. It's a lot of workings that happened in the early days that is very, very interesting. And you mentioned, tokenizing stocks and so forth. And I'm a big believer in that we're certainly headed to the token economy, and we're seeing it happening with different assets and real estate. We're seeing folks, test that out as well. So very cool. So I'm assuming eventually you guys are going to offer STOs, security token offerings, asset-backed tokens. That will be part of your plan in listing those type of assets.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Very cool. Very cool. So if you wouldn't mind telling us, if you can, what are you currently holding in your crypto portfolio? Not investment advice, of course.
Yeah, sure. Look, you can always come to my portfolio. eToro is a social network, and the idea here is that everybody can see their friends' investments and see, follow, and copy each other. So you can just come to my portfolio. You go to eToro, you log in, you search for Mati Greenspan, and you'll see it there. You can see my stats and everything.
Okay, so everyone can actually view it online within the eToro ecosystem.
Yeah, easy. Make it easier for you. Just come to my Twitter account. The link is in my bio, and it shows you my portfolio directly. Maybe not doing so great this month because of the drop in stocks. The drop in crypto had some effect on me, but we're we're optimistic here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that. As you said, there's multiple factors happening here. Obviously, the stock market not doing well. Also, what do you think about manipulation going on in the crypto market? We've been hearing about folks buying over the counter and possibly some that are dumping on the market to drive the prices lower, especially with a possible Bitcoin ETF approval coming up in Q1, launch of backed Fidelity, TD Ameritrade. So we're seeing a lot of workings behind the scenes, but the market itself is tanking. So what are your thoughts on that?
What manipulation? I don't believe in that stuff. As far as Bitcoin itself is concerned, as far as the top traded crypto assets by volume, the ones that are traded on eToro, the markets are large enough that I don't feel that there's any real manipulation within them. I keep asking people often come to me on Twitter with replies saying this manipulation, this or that, and I say, prove it. I haven't seen any evidence of this. And that's my stance. Unless somebody can prove me wrong, and I'm happy to see it.
Got it. So do you think it's just it's a matter of market cycle that the prices are down right now, kind of the bear market just continuing?
Yeah, the breakout below 6,000, I think in any case, we were looking at a large descending triangle throughout 2018 as far as the technical analysis is concerned. I was hoping for a breakout to the upside. I was very optimistic about that, but always was clear that a breakout to the downside is also very possible. And what happened is when you get that type of consolidation over Q3, which was the markets were basically flat. Yeah. October 6,400. That was the price. Right. So you get these type of stop losses building up. And then when you get a breakout, you get liquidations, and then you have people playing the downside. So I think that was a critical juncture for Bitcoin.
Got it. Makes sense. And what do you think about the recent movement of XRP holding the #2 spot? And actually moving pretty steadily for the most part, right? Around 50 cents, between 45 to 50 cents, and Ethereum, of course, taking a big hit. Do you think XRP has permanently captured a #2 spot? Just curious what your thoughts are around all of that.
I think it's a funny way of measuring things. Market capitalization. So if we're talking about crypto token economics, I think that we're still they're still under construction. What's the value of a crypto asset or a cryptocurrency? Is something that we're building right now the models for. In stocks and bonds and every other traditional asset, there are methods that are developed for understanding. And you might argue, if a PE ratio is advantageous at the moment or not, but that's in the eyes of the beholder. But at least everybody can say, okay, that is the PE ratio, and where are we in relation to that at the moment? In crypto assets, we don't have that. Market capitalization is one that was borrowed very much from the stock market, right? But I don't think that it's a very good fit for the crypto industry. case, a perfect example of that is, let's say, an ICO, right? And we've heard this example a million times over, right? They create a million coins, they go on an exchange, they buy one for $10, and all of a sudden they have a $10 million market capitalization. Does that mean that this project is worth $10 million? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
As far as XRP and Ethereum, have you seen the new CoinDesk visualization tool?
Yes. Very
I love
cool.
that thing so much.
Very cool.
I think this is a breakthrough as far as crypto evaluation, and just to see it like that, and put Ethereum up against XRP. And even before I saw that tool, I was saying, look, XRP is winning social at the moment. They're winning social media. The hashtags XRP Army, XRP the standard. We see them all the time. Ethereum is winning on the development side, majorly, right? They're processing more transactions. XRP, we're optimistic that the banks will implement it at some point, but we don't have any evidence of that actually happening. We don't see large amounts of real world adoption of it. I hope that it does come, and I think that would be an amazing thing for the entire financial community.
Right.
And there is reason to be optimistic and have some level of it in your portfolio, with obviously the caveat of understanding that this is a high risk asset, and we don't ever put all of our funds in a high risk asset. But as far as I'm concerned, the market cap can fluctuate. I'm happy. I'm bullish on both projects.
Awesome. Appreciate that overview and your thoughts there. So what do you think is going to happen in 2019? Do you foresee a Bitcoin ETF being approved, maybe the VanEck, CBOE? And do you think that will spark a bull run rally?
I'm hopeful that we'll see end of February the VanEck ETF being approved. I don't think that it's necessary for a bull run, and in fact, the opposite. A large part of volatility is liquidity. And 2017, we saw a lot of volatility, right? Mainly in the upward direction. And the reason for that is there's a lack of liquidity. Everybody wants a piece, everybody wants to buy, but nobody's selling.
Right.
So when you get, so let's say you go to the marketplace, right? And you want to buy some apples, right? And let's say there's 10 different stores, different booths that are selling apples. Great. So you can just go one to the other. You can test the quality and price shop, essentially. Right?
Exactly.
If there's only one booth there that's selling apples, you don't have a choice. You pay whatever the guy is selling them for, and if not, you're walking away without your apples. So this is the same thing that this is the issue of liquidity. So the more major players that we see involved in the market, I believe that the liquidity will increase, and we have seen that. I'm pretty sure that this is what the reason for the stability across Q3. I'm quite certain that the more liquidities that we see, the less we're going to have these liquidity crunches that lead to wild price swings. The forward outlook of that, however, is that there's limited supply.
Right.
For Bitcoin especially.
Yes.
21 million. That's it. Right now, if every millionaire in the world wants one Bitcoin, can't have it. Right? Right? They have to, the price would increase astronomically. For other crypto assets, obviously each one has their own supply and demand factors and their own roadmap for how it's going to work out in the future. But for short-term price action, we could see excitement and speculation regarding an ETF, and I think that overall it could be a very good thing to open up crypto assets to entirely new set of investors, and these are the big league investors. I think that's great for the industry, and that crypto is seen as an emerging asset class. I don't think that Satoshi Nakamoto ever had that in his mind when he was creating this. but I think that that's something that can actually support the entire global economy, to have something that's decentralized, something that's an asset class that's that's completely unrelated to governments and banks and the regular the other things that influence commodities and stock markets and things like that. So I think it's a beautiful thing. It might cause some speculation, but I think that long term it'll actually increase liquidity, which should even out prices.
Right, right. And in the way the world debt crisis and fiats are failing, I think for sure it's going to be that another avenue that's going to present, like you said, solve a lot of the liquidity issues. So as you mentioned, with the big players getting in, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, and so forth, what are your predictions for 5 years from now? Do you see us, crypto going fully mainstream, TV ads, commercials, and things like that? More big players as well, big names that may be coming in 2019?
Very possible, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why not, right? I mean, there are certain things that have to happen before that, right? So regulation, which is a whole mess and a half.
Yeah.
We're talking about this has never happened before, where we have something that's global in nature from the outset, right? Most markets, they start local, and then they build up. We're talking about something that's starting global and then trying to work its way into local markets. So that's going to be a headache as far as regulation. So it'll happen in some places sooner than others, I think. So places like Japan, Germany, Switzerland. With Switzerland today, they're seeing their first ETP, right? This exchange traded product. I mean, that right there, I mean, is an incredible step forward, and so it'll be easier for a Swiss television station to come and say, okay, you can buy Bitcoin over here. In other places that have not been as crypto friendly, it'll take more time.
It'll take more time. Right. Awesome. I appreciate your view on these things. And finally, if folks wanted to get started on eToro, to get started trading, and I'm going to put a link in the description, everyone, what do they do? Just click on the link, go sign up, and they can, I know they have to go through a small verification process, but they can transfer funds from their bank account. Can you give us a quick overview of that?
Yeah, we make it as easy as possible, really. You just come to etoro.com or click on the link in the description. You can use the social connect, or you can choose your username and password. We try to make it as easy as possible for people to sign up, so you can you'll be walked right through the verification, how to upload your KYC documents and everything like that, and then we'll get it online for you as quick as possible. You can make deposits through bank transfer, credit card, as you wish. I mean, there's several different options there for deposits and withdrawals.
Awesome. Anything else you want to leave us with before we wrap things up?
Yeah, just another disclaimer, right? Crypto assets are extremely high risk. Diversify your portfolio, because it's just a shame not to.
Awesome. Mati, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot of insightful information, and we'll love to have you back as things progress in the market. I think you have a lot of insights in history, a lot of takeaways. So thank you so much.
No, thank you, Tony. Thanks a lot for having me. I really like your channel, and keep it on. Keep going.
Awesome.